In a world where AI tools like Claude AI are used every single day, prompt engineering is one of the most important skills you can learn. And in the next 5 minutes, I will show you exactly how to write the powerful prompts by using the real-time example. Hi everyone, my name is Manish and today we are going to understand how to give accurate prompts and get the best results from AI tools like Claude AI or ChatGPT. Now here's the truth. Claude AI is extremely powerful, but only if your prompts are clear, structured, and detailed. Now, master this exact 7 framework you should use to write the prompt and your results will improve instantly. Let's see this framework one by one in detail. Guys, make sure you understand all the 7 frameworks properly because in next few minutes we have to do the practical demo as well. So the first framework is role, which means who should Claude AI act as. This defines the expertise level and perspective. If you don't define a role, Claude AI gives the generic answer. So for example, let's say you want to search the DevOps job, okay? And if you give the general prompt, okay, then you will be getting the generic suggestion, right? But if you add the appropriate role, for example, act as a senior DevOps hiring manager, then in output, you will be getting the appropriate and realistic roles, industry level insights, and the better recommendations. It matters a lot because you are telling Claude AI who it should become before giving the final solution. The next framework is task, which means what should it do? This defines the exact action. Let's say you are going to only give a prompt saying help me with job, right? So this is going to not give you the appropriate response as per your expectation. But let's say in your prompt, you write like suggest relevant job roles into the DevOps domain and LinkedIn search strategies, right? So here we are specifically mentioning AI tool to look out for job opportunities in DevOps domain. So this is one specific task. So here output becomes actionable, clear, and useful. So remember guys, if your task is unclear, output will be unclear too. Next framework is context, which means sharing your background and current situation. Guys, this is the most important part. If you don't give the context, for example, suggest jobs for DevOps, right? This is a simple prompt. In this prompt, there is no context. It will give all job opportunities in DevOps irrespective of your skills or experience. Let's say you have added the context like, I have 3 years of experience in AWS, Kubernetes, Docker, and CI/CD tools, and I'm looking for job in India, right? So here you have given the total experience, what kind of skill sets you have, and in which specific location you are looking for job opportunity. So giving such kind of prompts will make sure your output becomes more personalized, relevant, and not generic. Next framework is reasoning, which means how it should think. This tells Claude how to approach the given problem. If you don't add the reasoning to your prompt, your output will not be strategic or data-driven. But let's say in your prompt, you have added the reasoning part, like for example, suggest roles based on current market demand and my experience level. Also, prioritize the roles with high hiring demand in India. Now, your output becomes more strategic, data-driven, and more intelligent. So this is like telling AI how to think and not just what to do. Next framework is rules, which means defining the constraints and limitations. This will help you to avoid bad or irrelevant output. Let's say you are not going to add any rules. For example, you are just going to type like, give me job opportunities in DevOps domain, right? Then the AI tool will give you all the job opportunities irrelevant of your experience, irrelevant of your seniority level, irrelevant of any job location. Okay. But let's say, for example, if you write appropriate details or rules in your prompt, right? For example, let's say, you are going to write like only suggest me the job opportunities which are suitable for 2 to 4 years of experience, right? And avoid senior or managerial level roles. Okay. So this will make sure that your output becomes more focused and more accurate. Okay. So remember one thing, guys, rules are nothing but, that helps you to control your output quality. Next one is stop condition, which means when to stop. It will help you to prevent from overload or too much data. If you don't add any stop condition during your job search roles, then your output will be too long and unstructured. But let's say you add stop condition. For example, suggest only top 5 job roles and 10 LinkedIn search keywords, right? So here you have set the limitation that you only want 5 job results. Okay. So your output is going to be pretty short, easy to read, and easy to consume. And the last one is output format, which means how final output or response from AI tool should look like. It generally defines your presentation style. If you don't add any format, then your output will be in messy paragraphs. But let's say you add a format in your prompt. Let's say, for example, present output in bullet points with separate sections for roles and keywords. Then your output will be clean, structured, and ready to use. Remember one thing, guys, this is underrated framework, but it's very, very powerful. Now that we have gone through all the frameworks, it's time for the demo session. Let's consider a real-time scenario where a DevOps engineer is looking for a job using AI tool like Claude AI. Now, instead of writing a basic prompt, this is how a structured prompt looks using our framework. It has the role, task, context, reasoning, rules, stop condition, and the output format. So now we are going to compare how the final output looks like when the prompt is created by using our framework versus the simple prompt.
Okay, so I have this prompts, on the right hand side, you can see I have written the prompt using the 7 principles which we have discussed earlier. And on the left hand side, you have a simple prompt which says, search the different job opportunities in DevOps domain. So let's see what kind of output we get now from Cloud AI. So let's see, let's wait for a minute. Okay, I'm just approving the plan. Okay, now let's wait for a minute and then we will see what kind of response both these prompts are giving to us. Okay, so now we have the output uh, of both the prompts. So let's check it out. What kind of response we have got from our prompt, which we have created by using all this basic 7 principles. Right. So if you see on the right hand side, it has given you all the job details. And see, guys, we have followed the appropriate way. We have already mentioned that we want jobs in having the experience in range of 5 to 8 years. So from that point of view, Claude has given us only the openings from that specific range only, right? Then we have already mentioned what kind of skill sets we need to check, right? So based on that, it has given you the job opportunity which is having all those skill sets. Okay, and along with this, if you see, it has also shared with us the link. You can simply click on this link and you can apply for the job, right? So this is the section 1. Okay, it has shared us the details. Then the section 2, what kind of keywords we need to add. Okay, so this is the part which Claude AI has shared with us. And then the LinkedIn search filter recommendations. Okay, so what kind of filters we can use. And it has also shared some kind of pro tips, so which will help us to look out for the different job opportunities, right? We are getting all this data because we have added the the appropriate prompt. Okay, so that's why it's very important that you give the appropriate prompt to such agents, right? They are here to help you. Okay, so the only stuff is that we need to make sure the prompt which you have shared is correct. Okay, so this is what you can achieve if you give the appropriate prompt. And now let's move towards the prompt on the left hand side. This is the simple prompt. Okay, and now see, you can see here we have not added any kind of experience, any location, nothing. So it has simply gone through my LinkedIn profile and has given me the job opportunities of the normal, like, kind of initial level roles like DevOps engineer, then senior DevOps. Like, I mean, it has not considered the barrier of experience, right? It has given us all the open position for which are suiting this keyword called DevOps. Okay, so see, you can see it has only given you the name, company name. There is no link using which you can apply. Okay, so now see, Claude AI itself is asking you, okay, would you like me to give, on the basis of the location, experience level, right? So this we have already added in our prompt on the right hand side, and that's why we have got all the results as per the requirement, right? But on the left hand side, since we have not added this stuff, Claude AI was not able to filter all the job opportunities, which would have made our life easy. Okay, so from this, we can conclude that giving the appropriate prompts to the AI agents will be really really helpful for us, right? And that's why all the principles which we have seen, the initial 7 principles, they are very very important whenever you are writing any prompt.
If you found this video useful, like this video, share this video among your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.